Alright, I hope you really like that intro because that took me a lot of effort. And yeah, so enjoy. But that's gonna be the intro from now on for the remainder of the series. We're gonna wait, what? Oh, I'm gonna free the play world. Hold on. Let me cook, let me cook. Okay, here we go. So let me check where I sorry, excuse me. So last I checked, we were here, right? This is the tile. Hold on, I gotta set my settings. Okay, my settings are fixed. Okay, let's go. So we've unlocked this tile. Let me see. There's nothing to do here, so we basically beat the game. Thanks for watching the series. I'll probably make a version 2 sometime. Nah, dude, I gotta stop trolling. It's like too intense. Like people are gonna get annoyed at that. Right, so I'm gonna pull up the tile because I think we've unlocked all the tasks, right? So we had to do Pandemonium quest, and that's about it. So we're gonna roll one of these 2 or 4 tiles for 1 chance at 1, right? So we're gonna do that next, so you guys can see what that looks like. I'm gonna pull up the website. We're gonna take a look and see what we unlock next. I'm thinking we either go. Well, I can't salvage it. Oh, excuse me. I can't salvage yet. I could probably go to this island if I roll it, which would be really nice. But it's kind of a dangerous island. Oh, I can't even land there. What? I need 60. Oh my god, dude. Okay, we're gonna look at that later. All right, guys. Um, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I've been theory crafting for like the last like 2 hours. And even though we rolled on this as our first tile, there's absolutely nothing I can do. Like nothing in the vicinity. I even tried to unlock Void Knight's outpost and like all these other islands that are nearby. I need like 50 plus sailing. Okay, hear me out. And I looked at like getting 50 sailing just by trimming my sails. And that's like a 10, 12,000 trims on average. Um, I'm not opposed to the idea, but my issue is because it's such a random. Like if it was like 3 tick-teaks or anything like that, like mining or something I could actually do like aggressively, I wouldn't be opposed to getting 50 sailing. But because it's so random and RNG dependent, 10,000 trims is kind of insane. Okay, it's kind of insane. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that's crazy. Like I would love to do something like that, but maybe not on this series. Like the first episode wouldn't come out for like 3 months, maybe. I'm exaggerating, but that's probably what it would be. So I have a proposition, right? Which I basically I'm the dictator here. I decide what happens, and you guys just sit through it, right? Isn't that how it goes? I have a compromise. Okay, so yes, we did roll this tile. But here's the play. I want to show on screen there are hold on, where is it? Ports. We can only port at level 7 on about, let's say, like a possibility of about 7 or 8 like tiles that have ports in them that we can actually land, because I can't do anything on the boat. Like I'm literally just floating around waiting for something, and I don't understand sailing enough to like commit to that. Like there's probably like sea encounters and stuff like that, but I literally don't have anything. Like I don't know how to, I don't have enough knowledge about this. Maybe in the next series I'll do something like that. Like maybe I'll sit around in the tile, wait for like a random events, give my like bronze sword to like the thing so it can give me something. I don't know. I don't understand all that yet. So what we're gonna do instead, all right, we're gonna roll from 1 to 8, all the possible ports that we can land on. Okay, hear me out. So let's say we land on something like Hesidius, which is, I believe, here. That's part Presco right here, Land's End. I know this one has a sailing. This one has 5 sailing, which I know I can do. So let's say we land on this, right? We get port tasks or something. Let me see, calculate tasks. Dock at Hesidius. Yeah, see? So we could get to this one. Let's say we roll this one. Well, then I will do all the tasks and then unlock tile by tile. Here's the twist. I will punish myself for cheating, right? Because I'm going from here all the way here, right? Because I can't do anything here. I'm literally hard locked until I like trim my sails to 50 plus sailing. I'll do this, but no matter what I do, every tile I unlock has to be in the direction headed towards this tile, no matter what. Like, no matter what. Let's say, like, I get, like, this right here. I have to get, like, 15 sailing. I have to get, like, you know, I move here, and I have to make my way. Like, I couldn't go to Varlamore or anything. I am not allowed to do that. I have to go from here all the way down here. And there's nothing I could do about it. That's my consequence. I think it's going to be the playthrough. So our mid game is to get to this tile right here as fast as possible while doing all the possible like passive tasks, which I will be trying to achieve as a hardcore. So I think that's the play. I hope you guys can understand, because like I don't know enough about sailing to just sit there and like, you know, do like sailing course. I have a raft. Like I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't have anything. So I'm gonna land here. Not this one in particular, but I'm saying like I'm gonna roll it out, and from there we will decide, or not decide, but we will go to that chunk or tile, and we'll make our way back here, and then we'll assess once again once we get there. All right, boys, it's the Wheel of Fortune, or the Squeal of Fortune. Those who remember, they know, dude. They just know. They just know what's up. I wish I was there, dude. Good times. Nah, dude. Squeal of Fortune was so troll. That's when I quit the game, dude. I was like, nah, dude, it's too much. I digress. Now, we need to land port so I can actually kill like goblins or something. Like I need port tasks. I'll do anything, but I'll do anything the chunk picker tells me to do. So I'm gonna have to make my way back to this tile. It's gonna be like the train, you know, like we go, no matter what we choose, we have to make this way back. Even though I want to go do like barrows or some other crap, we'll have to just make our way to that tile. So let's go ahead and spin it. Good luck. Okay, so it landed on Pandemonium. What the heck? Uh, I guess that's good. I guess that's a good thing. Let me explain why. Okay. Alright, hear me out. So now... Oh boy. So this is the home tile. This is like the where we need to go. And this is what we've unlocked, which is honestly for the best. Let's be honest. So I'm gonna have to spend time, which is whatever, you know, make my way back through the canal to Pandemonium. And we will actually start the series in Pandemonium. And from here, we can start doing all the tasks here, like Adamant Halberd, stuff like that. Holy crap. Okay, so like I said, okay, so this is what I was saying. We've rolled on this tile, and in the end, but I got so far, in the end, you know? Okay, sorry, weird joke. We managed to beat the Pandemonium, right? To make our way to the tile, just for us to realize that there is absolutely no way in hell I can make my way to these islands in the short term. I'll just be like locked to the island or the tile for like 10,000 trimmed sails. You know, when you trim your sails, you get like XP or whatever. Well, I would have to do that like 12,000 times just to like land on one of these. So it's like 10 XP per trim, and it's those are like random. They spawn every like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna forget that. This is not like a, you know, crazy playthrough. It's just casual. You know, I work for the time. I'm sorry to tell you guys. Like I joke about being a degen, but maybe not to that point. All right, all right. Good. I'm happy we're on the same page. So this is the, yeah, this is it. This is where we need to go. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna be locked to this section, including underground, and the whole area. I'm gonna dock here, and we're gonna just explore Pandemonium, do all this stuff that we can do. So I'm gonna make my way back, and we will try to knock out these tasks. Good luck. All right. Everything is exactly the same as our first account, right? We didn't lose the hardcore status. Everything is exactly as we had it. There's 25 coins on the account. We completed the pandemonium for these. These are all the starter items. Uh, I had to get thieving just to get the coins to come back to pandemonium, but other than that, we didn't get a level. Everything is pristine. Where did I get cooking from? I'm guessing Tutorial Island is where I got that from. Everything else is exactly as it should be, right? So the only reason I switched over to this account is I prefer to have uh, this name, and if I ever have to fall back on the next one, I'll have the name to fall back on. So I like the other account to fall back on in case I die on this one. So we're gonna run it with this. We're gonna get started after all these trials and tribulations. We are finally at the moment where we need to complete tasks, which is honestly so, like, I genuinely needed that so bad. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, man, I've been theory crafting for hours and trying to understand, okay, what do I do? So like I said, the goal remains the same. We will go from here and make our way back to the tile we rolled at the start of the account, which was, I believe it was this one right here. Right here, 10, 5, 3, 4 is the one we rolled. That was our very first tile, so that's the one we started on, and we're going to stick to it. So we're going to have to make our way back to this tile here eventually, but for now we have to complete every task possible on this tile. So that's kind of the goal of the account. Let me fill you guys in on what we need to do next. So we have to do a few skill tasks, a few best in slot tasks, which I'll show on screen, but we'll need to do cooking, cut raw fish into offcuts, wear a Tyrus helm, catch raw anchovies, best in slot melee will be a bronze mace, and obtain a Tyrus helm. So like I was saying before, I was kind of worried because I'm like, how am I going to make money to buy my ship if I can't even buy it back? Because I crashed on the way back from the tile that we were supposed to start on. So the good news is if there's a way to get a Tyrus helm, which I believe sells from the shop at like 1375 coins, we'll be able to make money on this island. So that's the good news. So I'm not too worried about that anymore. We can go ahead and start knocking out these tasks. I'm thinking I start with the fishing. I mean, obviously it's kind of obvious because you need to get 1 cooking, 15 fishing, so we'll have to get those out of the way. We'll get some food, and then we can get started on, you know, getting the bronze mace. We'll have food to do some damage, maybe kill some seagulls, heal in case we need to, and then we can worry about GP later. Well, there's a lot of cool features on this island. I'm very happy to have chosen this island. I feel like there's probably a bunch of like other series that have done this kind of setup, but I'm not too worried. I feel like we'll have our own twist to it, and there's always like a different way. Everyone does it differently, right? So for now, like I said, the main objective is get to the home tile, and we'll see from there. The good news is we have access to a bank and a bunch of other features, which is really nice for the setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and get starting on fishing. We're gonna need this, I'm guessing. Maybe we'll need some, depending on what kind of, yeah, so we have shrimp. We can start fishing shrimp here. There's a cooking pot. Man, this is a perfect setup. This is easy mode. So we're gonna go ahead and get some fish, and I'll let you guys know when I'm 15 fishing, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, our first task on the account is about to be achieved. Let's go. So we just hit 15 fishing. This unlocks anchovies, which is part of the combats, or not combats, sorry, tasks that we need to achieve, and which now we are able to like get it. So we're gonna go ahead and catch one. It's from the same source. We just got to catch the anchovy, and then the task will be completed. There it is. It only took like 2 or 3 fish. The first chunk task is now completed. I'm very happy about that. And watch, we're gonna get a little dopamine hit here whenever we buy a knife. Wait. I need a knife? Oh, sheesh. So I need a knife to be able to cut these for offcuts, but I don't have a knife, so I'm gonna have to go looking for one. So thankfully we have the Wikipedia, which is one of the best Wikipedias, if not the best gaming Wikipedia of all time. It's so, you guys already know this, but it's so good. Like, it's genuinely so amazing. But anyways, enough glazing. I found out that there's a knife that can be sold here at the charter ship, which I mean I could have thought of. It's like our only general store for now. And if we use, oh wait, what? It costs 15 coins? Do they have 10 coins left? There we go. Alright, well I guess that was worth it. I guess that was worth it, boys. So now all we have to do left is catch the bronze mace. And this was a free tile. I was hoping I'd have to like kill like 100 seagulls or something crazy, so I'd have like something. Wait, before I go in there, so I think the bronze mace spawns. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna wing it, but I think it's in there. I'm gonna go looking around. There's a few red dots in here. If it's not in there, I'm gonna have to cook some food in case I get attacked or something. I'll have nothing to defend myself with. So I'm about to go in this cave. Hopefully we don't die. I got a few tick heats, you know, in case I see some high level mobs. There's also this flashing thing, which is the charting. We'll do that later for sailing XP. Let's not die, dude. I'm not restarting. Okay, so let's take a look what we got. I know this has to be dangerous. Like, there's no way. I might be genuinely screwed. I'm gonna have to book it if it's in there. We're gonna book it. We're gonna tick heat everything. We're only 10 HP. Good luck. Wait, that's only where is it? Where is it? Dude, where is it? It's right there. It's right there. Run, 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 run. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared for no reason. That really wasn't too bad. I am the ultimate Chad, dude. I have 1400 raids on my main iron, you know, just Chambers of Zarek on its own, you know, nothing too crazy, you know. What do you know about that? You could never, dude. You could never. But here I am with the bronze mace, I guess. Let's go. So it seems I've left the best tile for last. Wear a Tyrus helm. So yeah, so that's happening. How would I make coins? There's no furnace. I can't make high elks. I'm gonna think about this. So I'll get back to you guys. I mean, there's fish. I can cook stuff. It's got to be something to do with this. There's got to be a way to make money from these things. Even though I said I have like 1200 raids, like I'm not a gigabrain like that. I need to farm 1375 coins, and I have no clue how the hell I'm gonna do that with what's available to me. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. It's getting a bit long. I really want to start doing more quality over quantity, which I feel like I've been lacking in this episode. Is what it is, you know. We're gonna improve. I will say we got the easy tasks out of the way. I'm gonna try to get the next task in the next video. We're not gonna look it up any methods on finding how to make money. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna go by achieving that. So that's gonna be the next goal, is obtaining the Tyrus helm with like no coins. Maybe we could pickpocket something. Maybe we can. I was kind of thinking we could try to sell some stuff to the shop. I'm gonna go investigate the cave a little more. Maybe I'll look at the charting stuff. And worst comes to worst, I told myself if I really can't find anything that will make me GP, I'll just fish or hunt, I guess. Until I get enough random events, and those will give me coins, and from then we will be moving on to the next tile. So it looks like we're random event locked if worst comes to worst, which is definitely not ideal, but I'm patient, you know?